wasn't muted. Alright. Final stretch. Literally. There's a few things I want to do. I'll just kind of review them now real quick before I start everything. So I want to remove some of this here, add a little blue, darken, add a little shadow here, darken the blue here. And let me verify that my mic's working, because the last time, hey, there's hardly any delay at all. That's awesome. Love to see it. What else? I was gonna add a few more branches here. I was gonna add a few more branches to this guy. Maybe make this one taller. Make the water darker. And then to end, I'm going to do a dark wash over the floats down here as well. And then I'll remove all the tape and it'll be done. So I guess I just start with the branches up here. And then the magical moment of washing out all of my paints, because they've been in this thing for like a year. Okay. Hey, Angel, long time no talk. How are you doing? You showed up for the final stream for this painting. Check it out. I got pretty far on it. Well, I mean, obviously I got far on it if this is the last one, but it's just about done. Just a couple last second adjustments, and that's it. And then it's done. Took way too long, but you know, that's the thing I like to do every single time, is to try a little. Thank you. Yeah, how's it going? I haven't talked to you in forever, it feels like. I have seen your pictures online though. They look great so far. Like, I've seen your vacation photos, and I think I saw you go to Disney or something, and a few other things. Ready to chill? I feel the same way, except my year is just starting. Alright, so I'm going to add some more branches here to this area, just to darken it up a little. Yeah, my work year is gonna be crazy this year. Busy, 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 busy. Which is why my next painting is gonna be tiny. I'm gonna do a tiny little painting. Alright, what do I want to do here? I think I'm just gonna start adding branches. I'm gonna freehand all of this and possibly ruin the entire painting. Because that's what I do when it's the final hours of painting. I just go wild. It's not, the next one's not a commission. It's actually I could show you. So for a white elephant party, um, oops. So for a white elephant party, I gold leafed this frame and said, I'll paint whatever you want as long as it's within that 4.5 by 4.5 square. And then I was like, no, what was it? You can have humans and animals in it, but they can't be the main subject. And I get to put it on the stream and stuff. So someone got it and they chose a painting that I'm like, okay, I could do that. But not a commission, but still should have fun with it. Plants only. Have you been painting or drawing or anything lately? Are you still at the place you were working last? I feel like we haven't talked in like over a year at this point. To my eye, it looks so messy, but then I look up at the camera and everything just looks crisp. Paint by numbers? What kind of subjects? I've never done paint by numbers before. It seems like fun. If I was gonna do one, I'd do like a Studio Ghibli one, I think. Oh yeah, that works. That was like the first couple paintings I did, literally just for me, and no cameras or anything, just to see if I could do it. But very relaxing. Looks like I can do it a little further out too, if I want to be faithful to the original. It's funny you should say that because we've had such a dry winter and warm, dry and warm. We didn't get any snow since before Christmas. And now that it's April 7th, of course it snowed today. And it's supposed to snow all week. Inconceivable. Yeah. It was so funny because people were like, "Oh, winter's over." Da, 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 da. No, dude, we live in Alaska. It snowed halfway into May before. In fact, last year it snowed halfway into May. All right. How's that look? That looks pretty good. I think I wanted to change these as well. No, no, they're pretty good. I like how they look. Although some of them are kind of dim. Maybe I'll just darken them up a little bit. Have you streamed at all? Or is that out? I'm never on Twitch, it seems like, anymore, so I never know. All my free time is dedicated to other stuff. Oh. I got a new computer too, finally. Well, I had the parts forever, but I was obsessed with the idea of building them into this desk, and it worked, and I did it, but the motherboard that I had for it warped while I was waiting. Oh yeah, the computer desk is live. Hey Natalie, how's it going? You stopped by just in time. This is getting close to finished here. There's only a few things left to do. But yeah, I finished that, and it took me a long time because the motherboard got warped and I had to deal with a bunch of other stuff. But yeah, it's working great. This takes me back, Natalie and Angel in my chat. Yeah, I like it a lot. In fact, I'm surprised how well it turned out in the end. Alright, let's see how dark I can make this. That's a little darker than I would like. Actually, no, it's not bad. Oh no. Well, at least it's not me this time because I'm not dropping any frames, and I checked it and there's no delay. So I'm so happy with this computer. Like, not that my old one was bad or anything, it was just old, you know. think I built it in like 2012 or something. Oh yeah, how come you didn't oh yeah, definitely after 10 years. Natalie, how come you didn't go to the burlesque show with us? Thought you would have been into that. I'm starting to wonder though if I'm even gonna build my next computer, like the one after this one. I do fully intend on doing like the one I've got right now is great, but it's not like high end PC, you know what I mean? Like I want to go all out on one, but at the rate it's going, I don't know if you think people are going to be building PCs in 10 years. Because a lot of it almost wasn't worth it. I could have just got a pre-made one and had the same performance probably for about the same amount of money. Yeah. Super crazy. It's a little better. Yeah, it could probably go even darker, honestly. It's so crazy. I've been working on this painting so long that I'm almost out of paint in my tray completely. But I can't wait because I can finally clean this tray off. That's something kind of dumb that I do I don't clean the tray until the painting's done, basically. I mean, unless I spill or something, but I'm pretty careful about not spilling. Yeah. The one thing I had to deal with was the dust buildup. So my solution was to cover it with another tray. And that's worked out just fine ever since. Although I wanted to do like a 3D printed, like acrylic tray storage cabinet, I guess. But that's a lot. really hope to finish this without having to get more paint, because putting more paint in just to wash it out seems really annoying. A little darker, a little darker. I'm hoping once that dries off a little bit, it'll be a little more subtle. Or else I'll have to do just a light wash over all of it just to even it out a bit more. I just realized I had set my tray down on the painting that whole time. That's reckless, considering this is at the whatever hour. Yeah, no kidding. Knock on table, knock on table. Oh yeah, so since the last time we talked, I've joined like what, 2 or 3 D&D campaigns, one of which is already finished, funny enough, or at least hiatus until the story can continue, but we finished that campaign. It's pretty neat. Yeah. Pretty fun. Although I haven't had much reading time, unfortunately, because just everything. Which character was my favorite? I like all of them. The two I'm playing right now are both pretty fun. They're all a little different. Actually, one of the ones I'm playing right now is extremely different. I don't know if you've ever read any of the Dragonlance series. But I'm playing my version of one of the characters in there. Nope. Yeah, it's like Forgotten Realms adjacent, kinda. It's in the D&D universe, but it's not really connected to a lot of the more well-known storylines, I guess. And then my other two characters were completely like right out of my head. Except for, actually, now that I think about it, we did do a one shot as well. That was pretty fun. I was a dwarf in that one. Yes. I think I'll do just a quick pass. Gotta go vertical with it though. Taking a break for tax season. Why would you do that? Or just not because of taxes, but just the season. Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Hey Lily, how's it going? Menace. You are a menace to society. Welcome to the final stream of this painting. Finally. Not got much left to go, just some final touches here and there. Is Nat here? Yeah, she was here. She said she's got spotty connection, so she's tuning in and out as her phone lets her. Oh, Angel, funny story. You slightly beat out Natalie as my as the person that's watched me most. It was pretty close too. I forgot the number, but it was quite close. Yeah, you gotta brag it. You gotta hold it over her head, like haha. Lily wasn't even in the running. She's like, Max who? Oh yeah, tell Angel about the drawing I did for you. At one point I took a break from painting this one to do a drawing. Oh, okay. Sounds good. Thanks for stopping by, Angel. Nice talking to you. I hope to see you again soon. Have good dinner. You go find another streamer. What other streamer is gonna give you an awesome drawing like that? Come on. I mean, it's not an impossible thing to find, but come on. See you, Angel. How's your day going, Lily? The silence of no streamers. The silence of no viewers. I had a bunch of viewers at one point. I didn't really like it. If I'm streaming painting, I'd prefer it to be a small viewership. Because if there's too many people in here, I just kind of stop painting and try to entertain instead, which isn't really the point. Unless I'm playing games, then by all means. Hungover? Oh no. I thought you were done drinking for a while. Or did the weekend restart the wagon and whatnot? You know what I'm trying to say. Is that what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to engage with my viewership. But not. Okay, I think this is dark enough now. Gotta be careful because every time I do a wash like that, it gets a little closer to the bottom and the lights get a little dimmer because I can't do it exactly every single time, and then it would also make it sharp. But I like that a lot. Oh, sorry, I darkened this once and then I left too many paint lines, too many brush strokes that you could see, and I wanted to like, you can see how it gets darker in between the lights. That was a little too obvious, so I was going through and muddling all of it and making it darker at the same time. Thank you. All right, and then the last couple things, we're down to 3. I'm going to do a little graying here because all this water is supposed to be a reflection of this section right here. So this right here is kind of this area, and I'm doing so much. There's only 3 more things. I think I'm gonna gray out just this little section here, or maybe in the middle even, and then darker blue here, and after that these 2 little bushes are going to get a little taller, and then I'm going to make the floats darker, and then it's done, and then paintbrushes down, done. So let's start with this, and this is going to be pretty subtle. I'm not even going to do all that much to it. According to you, I always got to do so much. That's who I am, right? Eh. What? What'd I do? That's way too dark. There we go. Okay. Oops. Just gonna add a little darkness here. Blend it in a little bit. Give that some shadow. And then in the foreground, we'll get darker as we go towards the floats. And then we'll come back through and blend it a little more. Because that's kind of the opposite of what I did in the sky. I don't know if you can tell, but there is so many colors in this painting. You might not be able to tell because of the lights in the camera, but so many different shades of blue and purple even inside the blue. Part of the reason I like getting a little reckless with it at the end of the painting, because it does like bold lines over the carefully painted lines, and they all kind of blend together a little bit. And it gives it an interesting texture. It's not one or the other, it's both. And that's probably my favorite part. like when I was doing this up here. I loved that the way I painted, went through and did the washes. I was really careful about not hitting the tree branches, which made, because it would smear, you know, because technically I did it in the wrong order. I'm self-taught. What do you want? I'm not perfect. But actually I like the style, the way I do it. I do it more like an acrylic painter, but it's beside the point. It made these little different stained glass sections basically in between the branches. I wanted to keep it that way just for my own sake, but it was too different from the original, so I pulled back the intensity on it a little bit. You are? What am I? Looks like I need excuse me. Looks like I need to add a little more blue out here. Do it here first, get rid of all the extra water. And then I don't know what this UR you're referring to is, but that's pretty good. Just add a little more up here. Actually, a little more than that. Oh, I see. That's good. And now I'm gonna do the little bushes there. Getting close now. 2 things left. Let's do this little guy first. plant. These aren't going to be as perfect. They don't have to be. In fact, the randomer. The more random they are, I think the more convincing they would be. I really want it to take up some of this brightness here. Just soak up a little bit. Because then with the contrast between the little plant and these bright lights will make them look that much brighter. It's almost like a sunrise. Wow. That's pretty good, right? I'm annoying. Maybe I should shut up and paint. I guess I could do a little more. Just a little more, though. I already simplified it quite a bit, so I don't want to go too overboard with it. I say as I add a million different branches. That's pretty good. I could have probably gone like bushier and wilder with it, but it suits its purpose. Alright, and then finally, I'm just going to darken the floats, because right now it looks kind of like they're glowing a little bit. My dad gave me good advice for if I had wanted to do something a little different, and I agree with what he told me, but that would probably add another 30 hours to to the painting, and I'm just past that point. All right, darken the floats. Darken the floats time. I am almost out of gray. Look at that. That's so wild. Okay. That's pretty good. What was the advice? The advice was basically I don't have to stick to the subject matter so directly, because that's something I always come back to. It's how close to the original did I get it? And whereas my style is like as close as I can get it to the original, and then I kind of add a fantasy-esque color palette to it, making the colors a little brighter, and actually the contrast is a little brighter too. I don't get near as dark as some of the originals, but he was saying that I could, because you're trying to mimic the synergy between the mirror image, I could have brightened, like done a bright red glow over a lot of this, and blue, you know, reflecting off of, even though this isn't in the original here and neither is this, it's just black, I could have gone through and added some reflection of the sky off the ground, and he's totally right. But again, it would have taken me another 20 hours, plus the original doesn't really do any of that. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good point, but like, especially in my, I don't know how many hours I've been painting this, but the process has gone over a year at this point. So I'm just ready. I'm also ready for it to be done. Which is also when I'm the most likely to make mistakes. I didn't say I didn't listen to him. I just, in this instant, I didn't take his advice. Which is my choice as an artist. I can do it too. I've done a painting, okay? And I've sold a painting, even more impressive. I hate that doing this washes out a lot of the little textures and stuff. You're also ready for it to be over? Well, good, because it is. That was it. That was the last stroke right there. Actually, just kidding. I see one more thing I want to change. Honestly, I could keep this pace right here for months. But that's it. There. It's over, finally! Ah. And then immediately spills the tray paint all over the painting. Now that I've said that, I'm going to move the paint away from the painting. Alright. Okay. Oh. And I'm going to take a picture real quick. I think I'm gonna do like a dark blue. So, well, I think actually what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have a black frame, and then I'm gonna have a border that is so dark blue that it looks black, almost. All right, here we go. Moment of truth. What order did I tape this in? It's like I started down here almost. I'm always terrified when I'm detaping it that it's just gonna grab the paper and just. I have no fingernails. Wow, I put so many layers of tape on here. That corner's free. Now let's reveal the top. I'm gonna move the water away too. Probably smart. Well, every tape up's not going to be perfect. It almost was. Phew. Well, there we have it. All done. Thanks for coming by, everyone. Thanks, Lily, for hanging out and chatting. Thanks, Angel and Nat, for stopping by. Natalie. And I'm prepping my next painting. It'll be way quicker than this one. Honestly, it'll probably be just a couple weeks of work. Luckily, it's that small. But yeah, I'm calling this one done. And thanks for sticking with me so long for this one. And I gotta get all scanned and signed and framed and all that work this week, so hopefully it makes the journey safely. And I'm just gonna call it there for the day. I said it would be a short one, so thanks for stopping by, and I hope you have a great rest of the day. I'll see you next time. Hopefully, maybe, please.